Okay. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Monday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, hudcoroofing.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, and ProCharge EV, prochargeev.com. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Hope you had an awesome Super Bowl Sunday. Hope you enjoyed the day. What a game. So often the result doesn't live up to the hype, but you had the two best teams in the NFL, the two number one seeds, the guys that finished 1 and 2 in the MVP voting with Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, and the game absolutely delivered. So really awesome Super Bowl, man. I thought everything was awesome. Babyface doing "God Bless America," Chris Stapleton doing the national anthem. I thought the Pat Tillman tribute, the Tillman Scholars at the beginning was awesome. For the coin toss, the game delivered. Pregnant Rihanna was awesome. I mean, that's how you do a halftime show. Like, you just bang out hit after hit after hit after hit. Like, I knew every song she sang. The dudes in the oversized white outfits, like the coats and pants, are totally becoming memes now, which is awesome. And, game was great. Great Super Bowl. So now we go into the long off season with no football. Despite the urging of the USFL that football is coming back in a couple of months, I don't think many of us are going to be locked in every weekend on the USFL. I know I won't be, but anyway, still great Super Bowl. Let me know your thoughts. LSU women's basketball team lost at South Carolina. Again, a lot of y'all had asked yesterday if I thought they would win. I told you no, and I don't think that should be any great surprise. It's not a knock on the ladies at all. It's just South Carolina is that much better right now than everybody. So, I mean, you were undefeated number 2 in the country and you lost by 20. So the final ended up 88-64. So you lost by 24. But, that's all right. I mean, as Kim Mulkey said, they haven't arrived yet. They've won a lot of games. They haven't won anything yet. And that's the standard by which you're going to be measured. So keep on climbing. All right, let's say some good mornings. I thought the Super Bowl game itself was awesome. For the Eagles to go right down and score in the opening possession, for the Chiefs to answer. Eagles really to dominate the first half, but couldn't quite pull away. Defensive score was huge for Kansas City. And then Mahomes did Mahomes stuff in the second half, man. He just could not be stopped in the second half. So, man, if y'all were watching the pregame, and by the way, I got to give a huge shout out to Jimmy Ott, y'all. I tell y'all this often, man, but if you sports bet, you got to listen to his show because, man, not just the game, but the props. Like, there was a prop bet that he gave for Jalen Hurts to convert a 4th down. That hit. There was a prop bet he gave for a 2-point conversion. That hit. There was a prop bet for this was the big one, was Jalen Hurts' first touchdown was plus 650. First touchdown of the game was plus 650. I cashed that one. It was Eagles score first but lose the game was like almost plus 400. Hit on that one. Like, had a great night. The only one I didn't hit was no score for the first 5 minutes, and it literally came down to like 18 seconds or something like that away from hitting on that one too. So anyway, yeah, great day, great night. All right, David Coslin, what's up? Trey Fisher, good morning. Brian Wynn, Tybers Hurts, what's going on, man? Couldn't ask for a better game. True, I agree. Game itself, though, was fantastic. Y'all know there's whiny dopes who are saying, the refs close the game, the refs close. Shut up. Like, don't do that. Like, I mean, Harrison Butker doinked a field goal. If Harrison Butker makes the field goal, then Pacheco doesn't need to go down at the end. Like, he'll score the touchdown. It's a 2-score game at that point. I mean, Jalen Hurts dropped the football and gave Kansas City 7 points. Like, get real, man. Don't do that whole thing where you blame the refs. And by the way, the call was good. The guy after the game even said, "Yeah, man, I talked to him. I just hope they wouldn't notice or they'd let it go." Come on, don't turn a great game into loser mentality controversy because you're blaming refs. They let them play by and large. It was a good game. Hard to argue with anything. It went well. Just good game. I got an idea. Jalen Hurts, don't give Kansas City a touchdown. I got an idea. Stop Patrick Mahomes in the second half. Anyway. Hey, Dad. Good morning. Leon Williams. What's going on? Tyler Alexander. Good morning. Where are we? Cheryl Lee Ralph killed it. Don't think of her as singer, but as a great actress. Who is Cheryl Lee Ralph? What did I miss with Cheryl Lee Ralph? What did she do? Oh. That was before God Bless America. Yes. She did great as well. The Ragged Old Flag thing they did with the Johnny Cash Ragged Old Flag tribute, I thought was awesome. I thought it delivered, man. I thought the Super Bowl was awesome. I enjoyed. Except for whenever, well, I'll tell you, I think Kansas City holding the Eagles to 3 points on that 17-play drive was obviously massive, maybe the difference in the game. But having money on Kansas City, the only thing I didn't enjoy was really the second quarter where it looked like the Eagles had really taken control of the game. But second half delivered, man. I thought everything else was awesome. Reed Rule, Brett DeGros, Samuel Smith, good morning. Matt, I know winning is everything, but do you think South Carolina women ever get bored beating everyone by 15 to 20? I don't know if they ever get bored with it, but I think, well, maybe so, just from the standpoint of like sometimes it's hard to keep up your intensity. Samuel Smith, good morning. Brady Smith, Howard Jr., Trivia Carter, good morning. Poor Cliff. Why'd you say poor Cliff? What happened to Cliff? Bailey C., I feel for Eagles fans, but Jalen did put the ball on the ground. Dude, Jalen put the ball I just went through it all. Jalen put the ball on the ground. They had a 17-play drive that ended in a field goal. They could not stop Patrick Mahomes in the second half. Like, come on. I mean, that's the point I make all the time. Over the course of a 60-minute game, there's so many plays and moments in the game that you can control that if all you're going to do is blame a ref for a call at the end of the game, you're a loser. You're just a loser. That's all it is. Reed Rule was not a fan of the holding call at the end. Didn't call it all game either team. Why did they do it at the worst possible time? Don't care. It was a penalty. Ransom Antoine, Father John David Mathern. Girls punched up a weight class. Still excited to see what they can end up this year in a very bright future. Yeah, look, when Kim brings in this number one class, like the young girl from North Louisiana, I forget her name, but she was like the number one player in the country. She's coming in next year. They got 2 5-stars coming in. I mean, you match them with Angel Reese, yeah, they're going to be fine. Larry Connor, Matt, do you think the holding penalty was correct at the time, which the Saints had the ref against Rams? Right, so Larry, so that's the thing, right? That's a good point. People who say, oh, you don't throw the flag right there, then by that logic, the no call was just. Right? Oh, you don't throw the flag right there, right? By that logic, if it's a penalty, man. And yes, and I think the thing that's the problem, Larry, too, is if you're watching most of the replays I've seen, they're catching Juju Smith-Schuster making the break toward the pylon, and the defensive back, James Bradbury, right, has hands around him. But actually, the hold happened when Juju Smith-Schuster was making the break because he started inside, and as he started to cut, that's when he got held. And it was pretty obvious. If you can go watch like a full version of it, it's not the end of the play. It's the full thing. Let's see. Where are we? Samuel Smith, people only talking about the refs this morning, not that the Eagles didn't force a punt the whole second half. Bingo. Brad David, why does women's basketball have no parity? The disparity is huge. Because people don't invest resources into it, Brad. Look, it's it's not that dissimilar with where college baseball was 30 years ago, right? You have a few programs that invest heavily in the sport, and as a result are the best at it. You don't have a great number of superstar young athletes, and so the great number of superstar young athletes all end up going to the same places: UConn, South Carolina, was Baylor, now will be LSU, Stanford, Tennessee, Maryland, the programs. So, but that's why. I mean, listen, man, Brett, when you have a sport like that loses money every year, you have to have a model that shows how you can either break even or make money. So that's what LSU baseball did in the 90s with Skip. Skip showed every other program in the SEC, hey, you can make money doing this. This doesn't have to be a loser on your like a financial loser. And lo and behold, now you're seeing every team in the SEC like, look who's built new stadiums, man. Florida's built a new stadium. Kentucky's built a new stadium. Arkansas renovated theirs. South Carolina built a stadium. Alabama did a whole gut renovation of theirs. You know what I mean? Like, the blueprint has been shown to make money. And so it's just not there for women's basketball yet. So that's why. I mean, you have all the best players that go to the few handful of schools, and there's just a massive gap. Brett, it's not that dissimilar from college football. I mean, you have the same, 6 to 10 schools that are at the top every year with an occasional party crasher, like a Washington or a Cincinnati, or you know what I mean? But by and large, the schools. It's Bama, it's Ohio State, it's LSU, it's Michigan, it's Clemson. I mean, same schools every year. USC. Where are we? Let's see. Chris Nelson. Carr says he will not accept the trade to the Saints or any other team. I know you are the strongest supporter of the Saints. Choir. No, Chris. No. Again, this is the It's the hardest part of my job, man. It like literally is the thing that is when people misconstrue what you say or think they hear something, they hear half-truths, they regurgitate it like it's fact. That's not what I said. I've never said that. I've never said I'm not a supporter of the Saints acquiring Derek Carr. I have said over and over and over and over again, Derek Carr today is a better option than Andy Dalton today. Yes, Derek Carr makes you better. What I am not in favor of is trading for Derek Carr. Because if you trade for Derek Carr, you have to give up draft assets to acquire a contract that's going to pay him $38 million this year and $43 million the next 2 seasons. I am not okay with that. If the Raiders cut him, he becomes an unrestricted free agent, can sign anywhere, and you go sign him, cool. Sign him to a team-friendly deal, and you don't have to give up assets for him, and you're better at the quarterback position. That is my point. I am perfectly fine with them signing Derek Carr as a free agent. I am not okay with them trading for Derek Carr. Big difference. Patrick Ramos, do you think Clyde's done in Kansas City with Pacheco's emergence? I do. DT, good morning, Matt. Did I miss Game Coin update after last week's meeting? I don't know. There's one very significant thing that we'll be able to share with everybody hopefully soon. We are still on target for Q1 completion and launch. When the platform is completed, and so remember, Q1 would be the end of March. And developers keep telling us we'll be ready for launch by the end of Q1. It will be finished by the end of Q1. So by that point, we will, I'm sure, set a public date for launch. So right now, what's kind of happening is marketing strategy. I had a good call with David Mailer last week about marketing strategy. how we want to incorporate the Game Point ambassador athletes, what new ambassador athletes we want to target, and how. It's exciting. And the game, there's, by the way, I don't know if y'all know this, but like there's going to be there is a Game Coin office in Baton Rouge. Like they're a brick and mortar, which is going to be fire. Like the X Design is doing all the design of the office and everything, which is, it looks really cool. I can't wait till it's done. We can show you some pictures of it too. So it's coming, man. It's coming. Let's see. Trivia. Halftime was trash. No feature artist with Rihanna. I don't know what you mean, no feature artist. Rihanna was awesome. I thought Rihanna, like every song Rihanna sang, I knew. And if I know every song Rihanna sang, it landed completely. Cajun Country, it's fun to listen to other teams complain about the refs. As you say, it's a loser's mentality. Weston Weaver, what's going on? Oh, Trivia said, ain't Cliff an Eagles fan? No, Cliff is a Cowboys fan. And by the way, Eagles fans yet again showed they're behind and further solidified their status as the worst fans in all of sports when they booed Dak Prescott during the Man of the Year, Walter Payton Man of the Year presentation. They have this big emotional like video showing all the work that the Men of the Year do. They honor Walter Payton. Walter Payton's children are out there. Here's Andrew Whitworth, last year's winner, presenting the award to Dak Prescott, this year's winner, and the Eagle fans boo him. Like, what a bunch of losers. What a bunch of, if you are a human that lacks perspective that much, to where even in that moment, you can't look beyond who the guy plays for and acknowledge that what he's receiving has nothing at all to do with football, you are a loser. You're a loser. If you would have paid, and I'm glad all those losers paid thousands of dollars to go watch that game and went home butthurt and sad because they lost. All those loser Eagle fans. Losers, losers, losers. Every one of them. If you could line them up and just let me go right down the line, slap them all in the face and call them losers, I do it to every stinking one of them. Losers. Booing a man getting the Walter Payton Man of the Year honor. Losers. Cade Galt, what's going on, man? Let's see. The thing that will always bother Saints fans is they will call that holding at the end of the game, will miss the Rams PI. No, I get it, Kate. I get it. It was blatant. All refs are bad at their job. I say it all the time. We expect perfection, and that's not realistic. So there should have been systems in place to be able to make that call back in 2018. But I get it. But at the same time, you know what else? And this is the thing, Kate, that no Saints fans ever want to talk about. On the previous drive, A.J. Klein blatantly grabbed Jared Goff's face mask, which would have given the Rams first and goal, and they would have been able to score and run the clock and score. So, I mean, it's always funny to me that like Saints fans just ignore that one. Like you got a gift too, because that for all intents and purposes would have ended the game. They would have gone up 2 scores. Let's see. Trap mix of Rude Boy was the best part of the Super Bowl. I don't know. Let's see, Leon Williams, watching Mahomes win again is bittersweet because we were so close to getting him. Loved watching him as dad after the game. Smoking Philly blunts was hilarious. Yeah, man, what could have been? Craig Dugas also had that field goal not happen before halftime. I'd be a Pappy 15 richer. Oh, no. Oh, and your squares, the field goal nipped you? Oh, no. Oh, no, that stinks. Oh, man. Bubba Smith, Barry Day, what's going on? Let's see. Tyber said the only thing I'm mad about is Kansas City leapfrogged us from Mahomes. Hey, man, if Sean Payton didn't go run his mouth pre-draft, Patrick Mahomes likely is the Saints quarterback. Mark, what's going on, man? Mulkey would get revenge in the tournament on USC. Hope so. It'd be great to see, man. Neutral. I mean, this is what we talked about yesterday. I didn't think that LSU would go up to Columbia and win, but I would like to see them maybe get a rematch in the Final Four to a neutral site. That'd be cool to see. All right, y'all, smash that like button. There's always shout out to Brock. Remember, if you need an orthopedist, you can go to Brock. Hudco Roofing. Love to give you a free, no-obligation roofing inspection. Restored Motions. If you have pain, book a session with Crystal Poche, restoredmotions.com, and ProCharge EV. Y'all saw how many EV, I love the commercial they made EV, what was it, electrification disorder, whatever it was. They basically made like an EV, like an ED commercial. It was hilarious. Y'all saw the EV commercials, man. It's coming. ProCharge EV. Barry Day, give Coach Kim a minute, Natty on the way. I agree with you, Barry. I mean, she's going to win one at LSU. Might win multiple. Let's see. David Tolson, I just got on. Damn, South Carolina showed why they were number one. The rest of women's college basketball is playing catch up. Yep. Barry Day, who's going to be the Saints running back during Kamara's suspension? I would love. Well, the Saints got to draft a running back. We talked about last year. They needed to draft one last year, but in making the trades they did, they lost draft capital when they needed more players. But I think they will certainly draft a running back this year. We as Saints fans always ignore that every one of our last playoff games that Drew last packed in as picks. Yeah, that's the other thing, Tyrus. I mean, and also in the Rams game, the Saints won the coin toss in overtime, and that was before the rule had changed. Go kick a field goal and win the game, and Breeze threw a pick. I mean, there were coexisting realities. Like if the flag comes out for the Nola no call, if the flag comes out, the Saints go to the Super Bowl. Everything else existing as it does in a vacuum. If the flag comes out, Nickel Roby-Coleman on Tommy Lee Lewis, flag comes out, the Saints are going to the Super Bowl. Yes, that's true. There's also a coexisting reality, which is that didn't cost you the game. Over the course of 60 minutes and then overtime, you had so many opportunities. Anyway, same with the Eagles yesterday. Shane O'Mac, good morning. Great Super Bowl. Can't stand Philly fans. The T-Mobile John Travolta Grease commercial was good. Yeah, that was good. What other commercials did y'all like? I need to get a list of them to see them. That one was good. Oh, boy, there was another one that I liked a lot. You know what, y'all? I can't believe we didn't have to preface like this controversial. The two Jesus ads were very, very memorable. I thought they did a great job. Because, it grabbed everyone. They both grabbed everyone. And then you sort of like, what's this for? And then they landed. The Jesus ones landed. Saint for Life said the Bud Light commercial. That was the one with who was the couple? Who am I thinking of? Why am I not remembering? Oh, Bradley Cooper and his mom, I thought was good as well. But yeah, the Bud Light commercial with the couple dancing while they're waiting on hold was good. I can't remember who it was though. That's a problem for Bud Light that I can't remember who it was. I recognized him. I didn't recognize her. Who was it? Why can't I remember? It wasn't. Who was it? Someone help me. Who? Oh, Miles Teller. That's what it was. This was Miles Teller with his wife. Got it. Miles Teller from Top Gun. Top Gun Maverick. Let's see. All right, y'all. 7:58. Just about done here. Cliff, good deal, man. Let's. That's actually Terrio, but yes, let's make that happen for sure. Back-to-back Louisiana Daves won Walter Payton Man of the Year. Good point, Chance. Yep. Devin, got to deal with the NFL as rigged crew for a while. I know. I'll just ignore him. Jeff G, what's going on? I'm going quickly, y'all. I gotta go. I'm going quickly. My apologies for those of y'all that I missed. Bo Johnson, what's going on? See, Breaking Bad, I never watched Breaking Bad, so I didn't get the commercial. Anyway. All right. Kelly Gross, good morning. One more Reagan Lee. When will you give starting 9 for opening day prediction? I mean, I've kind of done that already. I think the only question marks I have. Let me wait another day. Let me make a few calls. I'm only curious if they. I'm curious if they start Milazzo at catcher, and who starts at second. I know second is going to be a rotation. You're going to have Ben DePolt, Gavin Guidry, Gavin Dugas. Oh, I got to get back on my game. Kid who transferred in last year, played third base, JUCO guy. Why am I blanking? Oh, Matthew. Merrifield, Jack Merrifield. And then does Joe Bear start in right, or is that going to be the freshman from Pennsylvania? Oh my God, my brain. Paxton Lynch. No, not Paxton Lynch. Paxton Kling. Paxton Lynch was a quarterback. Okay. I need to drink some coffee. I need to wake up, y'all. My brain ain't firing yet. Okay, I gotta go. It's 8:01. I gotta go. Y'all have an awesome day. Thank you as always for watching. Please smash the like button. YouTube, Facebook. Please like the page, share the post. We will see y'all for AFR at 3. Peace.